EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway from the Superdome. He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
First down, it's Hill. On the move to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Murray. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Hill. They'll roll him out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Hill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson now. They set up the screen for Dobbins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
To J.K. Dobbins.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Saints 7, Ravens nothing.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
14-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts in drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Gun. Hill. And a catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll run. This is Kamara. And they'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 60 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The kickoff for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with first and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up second and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up third and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. A shotgun snap for Hill. Forced out to his left. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. Hill throwing once more. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
And 4.
To the air again. Hill rolling to his right. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run it with Kamara, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Saints 21, Ravens nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. It across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. A double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Expected to be caught.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And these guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. They go back to the air here after the INT.
Oh, man, what are you waiting on?
He's going deep for Brown. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Waiting on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown.
Now put your hands out, man.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sean Baltimore there defensively.
Hey.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. They're trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Hill, eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. On the ground, this is Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens.
It's a jet sweep. Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints add on to their lead. Well, we've talked about it before. This jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting at my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
10 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. And Jackson throwing once more. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 yards on the pickup. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. They'll buy some time right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack.
It's 2nd down and goal.
Play action. Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go play fake, and it's Hill. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Semien incomplete on 1st. Here's 2nd and 10 now. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. There he goes right side. Back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now,
and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ravens 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. And all the way down to the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Running with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 35 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and it's got him in the lead. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tally.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
47-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Saints 41, Ravens 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had him throw the ball.
See how bad I'm losing?
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have. And all they're doing is playing
I get the
pass
beating on somebody, they
playing
get
the
out the
pass,
game.
picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Play all mine. But these jokers on here,
Here's
boy.
a 1st and
The
10
moment they
at
start
the
getting well
14-yard
done,
line.
they done. They gone. Cry home to mama.
Hill going to try and run with it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw a spot, an opening, and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score Saints 48, Ravens 14. Will Lutz to kick off for
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it. Because
You're not going to want that feeling.
you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Why did I do that?
3rd down.
You didn't clean your plate off all the stuff in garbage?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I left bones in the sink. I wouldn't have did that knowingly.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
What are you doing, Dobbins?
Give him 8 on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
That's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.